good morning. I hope everybody can hear me. Thank you for joining us. And yes, we are going to be talking a little bit on what comes out to parts.cat.com. We're going to be taking roughly around 30 minutes. My name is Juan Martinez. I'm one of the instructors here at Quinn. With everything that we're doing today, with the pandemic going on, and we're definitely driving around and doing other things besides, our normal office hours. I would like for you to see to be safe, to actually take care of yourself. Look at where, if you're driving, you want to make sure that you're in a safe area, that you do not have to be looking at the actual screen at this time. This webinar is going to get recorded, and so you can have it for later on to actually review it. Then, with that in mind, if you're home, please go into a quiet place so you can hear it and you can see this presentation clearly. Make sure that you keep your social distance in the actual the requirements of it of 6 feet. Wash your hands as many times as you can. If you're outside and if you come in, wash your hands. Utilize a sanitizer if you do not have. If you're not able to wash your hands. Protect yourself, because we want you to be home all the time, every time. So please go ahead and take those precautions for you to actually get going. We're going to go ahead and start off. We're going to go over to the actual website that we're going to be going to. And you can go up to the address bar up here, and you can type in parts.cat.com. And once you press enter, it's going to take you to the web page. If you do have an actual account with a dealership, then that's great. We're going to go ahead and show you how to get an account created for you. So if you don't have one, we're going to get one we're going to create one. Here, after everything gets said and done, this is the area that you're going to see your username and your password. We're going to go down here to the bottom where it shows create an account. And it's going to ask you create an account and give it the location. So you can put down either the store location if you're close by it. We're going to go ahead and utilize here the city of industry. So we're going to sit here and type it in. And here we are. And now what's going to do is searching, so which dealership you're closest to. Okay, so then you come here and you can select either one of them. You can go ahead and select, I usually select number 3 because it has either one, it's actually you can select. And you're going to fill it out just like you would any normal application. You put in your name, your last name, your telephone number, your email, your company name, and of course, if you're in the United States, and you need the physical address of your location. Under profile information, make sure you utilize that username or an email. Create your password, go ahead and select the challenge question for it and give it the answer. And then of course, you're gonna hit that I have read and accepted all the parts.cat.com, the terms of usage. And if you would like some more information upon market, so between Quinn and you to be sending emails to you or texts, you can actually go ahead and click yes, click onto create an account. And majority of the time, it will be it's going to take 24 hours for your account to be fully active. So, or you can actually get an email saying that your account has been activated. So we're going to go back up here and going to go ahead and click into ours already. So we're going to click sign in. And you're going to see up here on the left-hand side where it says shopping at, is actually this particular account is set up so in Bakersfield. We can change the location of the of the store, whichever Quinn store is close by. We can change it by clicking onto change here. Okay, and here's where you can actually change to different stores that we have throughout the state of California. So we are going to go ahead and select the city of industry. And you asked the question of why is it that you want to change locations? If your fleet is throughout California, then you want to make sure you get the parts closest to that location where your fleet can be. So right now you can see that it has changed. You see that the physical address of the Quinn store, the actual customer service phone, and you see the operating hours. You can actually contact the store, and here also shows your account. You can either change the location from here or down here, and there's a third place that you can actually change it from. Now we're going to go ahead and start looking for individual parts. You also see that up on the right-hand side, right around the silhouette, you can see that this would be your name of the company that you're working for, but it also tells you which location that you're in, the actual dealership that you're working with. There's a couple of things in there. We'll go over them in just a second. If you're just looking for a specific component that you have a certain item that you need to look for, it will be right here. You're going to put in your serial number of the machine that you're working on. And here, without you actually looking into any more specifics, you're just being guided by your serial number and the actual keyword that you're actually looking for. And in this case, we're going to go ahead and look for a starter. So we click into find parts. And you're going to find out once the window opens up, it gives you the result onto it. Keyword is under starter. So we're going to go scroll downward, and you can see this one has it's looking for the starters and alternators. But if you scroll down, you can actually see the part number of the starter. We're looking into a 24-volt heavy-duty electrical starter motor. Looking at the price, availability, it's in the state of California. And you can actually go down the line and see that it's a cat brand. Its specials are going to be, there is nothing special. I mean, there's nothing that is particular critical about this starter. And it's 24 volts for sure. We're looking at the nose cone, how it's set up for it. And that's kind of just tells you that if this is the right one for you. And it should be, because you're under the serial number. So we'll go ahead and click on it to put it into the shopping cart. This is no different than when you're doing online shopping with anybody out there that some of us have different accounts everywhere, that we can go to the supermarket and get everything that you want. And it's going to go up here. The shopping cart is right here. If you put your cursor over this, you can actually see the content that is inside the shopping cart. So with that in mind, we're going to go back up here, okay? And now we're going to go across the top. At any time that you need to go back to the opening page, you're going to go over here to the Quinn logo, and you click on it, and it's going to take you right back where you started. We're going to go straight across the top, and we're looking into shopping by category. And by shopping by category, it has a lot of items inside of there. You can see that you have air conditioning attachments, batteries, belts, cabs. So there's there's more items that you can look into, or more systems that you can look into. So this is where some of the components that you're looking for are going to be related to the actual system that you may look for. Where I want to bring your attention to is right down here, where it says Plan Maintenance Kit. And this one I really like because of the simple fact it gets all the filters for that PM almost to, you don't even have to think about it. But because you want to make sure that you're going to have the right item, make sure you have the right serial number in here. We are looking for, this one belongs to a 338M wheel loader. And now we're going to come over here and look and select maintenance hour intervals. You click on that on the drop menu and you can see the different intervals for maintenance. So we're going to go ahead and select the PM1. I'm sorry, PM2. And then you're going to go ahead and build the kit. When it starts building the kit, it's going to bring out all the filters and items that you're going to be needing for your PM. You can download it and bring it into an Excel sheet, and you can print it out so you can have it for your records. But you can see every single item in here. This one, you can cross-reference it with the items that you do have physically in your possessions, and maybe you can match them up. This filter can go into different equipment, and so you can say if you do need more filters or you already have them in stock. Now you can go ahead and increase the quantity just like you would in a normal operation. So by clicking onto the plus, you can say, I want more, I need another filter because another PM, I'm short of this particular filter. We can increase it. Or in most cases, I can decrease it to make sure that, you know what, I did find more filters, so I don't need to order anymore. I just want to have this kit built. So I can go either click onto the right-hand side where it says add to cart individually, or I can go down here to the bottom where it says add all to the cart. So because I could go down and actually look at every single item that we have. So my easiest thing to do, just select them all and put them into the shopping cart. You notice that now you have a yellow check mark saying that it has been placed into the actual shopping cart. Now you see that it may just say it's a one item, but it's going to update in just a little bit. You can also take a look at any time that you put your cursor over the basket, or it's actually going to show all the items that you have. And of course, if you want to see them all, they're all going to be there. We'll take a look at that in just a second. We come over here to where it says more. And here's where one thing that's good about it, that actually is going to, if you hit onto parts manual, it actually is going to show you through the actual OEM, the OEM book, that is going to show you the location of this. So we can go ahead and we're going to look into, we were working with a starter. We click on search. And this is where you start selecting it from where you want to be. You're going to go onto the second, under electrical and starting system, under the part number. And here is here's where it illustrates the actual picture of the system, or how is it going to be set up, where the starter is going to be facing. Does it look similar to what you're going to have? So it tells you the direction of the engine. It shows you the actual component that you're looking for. It gives you the part number. And of course, you can see it, that it's all right here, information on it. At any time that you see a number with a large R onto it, it means that it's a remanufactured component that you're looking for. So it's a reman. So in this case, you can choose either one. If you wanted to get additional bolts or the washers, right in this one, it has been replaced. So in this case, if your bolts are getting stripped, or there's something going on with the head, you can't get them out, then you can actually order it, but if it is not, if they actually cannot see what's going on with why is it not able to do the actual add it to cart, when you do get your listing, you can actually go in and call the store to find out exactly why that bolt was not there to be purchased. So we're going to go back up toward the top, and you can actually see right here, it says under the Service Information System, or SIS Web, you can click on here to visit it. So we'll go ahead and click on there. If everything is working correctly, it's going to take you right into SysWeb, and we're going to be looking into the starter again, and then we're going to hit search. Once again, it looks familiar to what we just did with the parts manual. And now it confirms what you have seen in parts manual. It's the same thing, but now we get to see it through SYS. If you do need to go back to parts.cat.com, you're going to come over here to the upper right hand corner and click to get you back over to it. Okay, another item that is in here under more, because it's going to still setting itself up, under more, you're going to go ahead and click on it. Still getting there. Under more, actually, wow, it jumped right into where I needed to be. You're going to come over here and click where it says quick orders. And where the quick order is you're going to have, this is other parts that you can say, I want the SOS oil sampling kit. So in this case, I can go ahead and hit next. And this is where it tells you the part itself is going to be, this one you need to contact the dealership in order for it to find out the new number that they may have replaced it with, but you see you have the part number with it. So you can take a screenshot of this and then give it over to when you call in the dealership to confirm how can I get the SOS sampling kit. It's actually, you can give them the part number that you're looking for. So another thing that with the quick order portion of it, that it's one of those that you're going to be looking into parts that the store could have, and it's just going to give you it does not need to be a Caterpillar part. It's going to be in their shells. So if you were looking for a Donaldson filter, or in this case you're looking for a fleet guard, that we may carry in the store, here's where you come to. You're going to come in there and click onto one, and then if you're looking into a part that you're looking for, and you're going to say, I want to add it. And you can see that that filter is now on your list. Okay. So that's how, and then of course, if you scroll down, you have another item in here that yes, you can put it on here. I'm trying to see. So you can put in, it does not need to be a CAT part number. It can be Donaldson, it can be a different style of filter, but yes, you do have to make sure you put it in there so we can match it up with our system, so we can get to let you know that we do have the part available in our store, or so we can give you a better answer for it. Now, the one thing I do want to bring you up to it is this is what you're looking for inside the shopping cart available, that is already inside the shopping cart. Here, you can see that they have them in store, right? And then down here, it's actually telling you, you're going to have to contact the actual Quinn store. So with that in mind, we can go ahead and say, okay, my fleet is closer to the city of industry. We're going to stay with that one for a second. You notice that the actual shopping cart now has updated itself. And you can go over to the Rubik's Cube portion here, and you can see that it has more applications that you can explore. Exploring products, buying online, find and use the products, rent products, manage equipment, and of course, view finance solutions. So those items are still up for it. It's kind of like a one-stop shop for actually looking for either components or maybe equipment that you're kind of looking for, or even renting it. So we're going to come over here, and we're already in the shopping cart, but we'll go ahead if we're let me take you back out. You're going to go back over to your shopping cart, and that's going to tell you down here at the bottom to go to the shopping cart. And it's going to take you right where we were at just a second ago. It's just different ways to approach the website, how to navigate it. Nothing wrong, but you going back and forth and sightseeing. Nothing. You can touch everything that you want. You're not gonna order anything until we're gonna go through the process of ordering this particular components. It's still gonna come into the store, the City of Industry. You can see there's our serial number that just popped up. We go down the line, and we still have our starter, we have our filters, we've got our fill filters. So we have a little bit, we have all the filters in here. And of course, you've got another, it could be either a Donaldson or it could be any other brand that you can have, that we're gonna have it at the Quinn store. If you want to add more items, just keep going down the line and keep putting it down here for if it's not cat related. So we decided that, you know what, I need a couple more filters. I'm going to go ahead and increase the quantity of it. You look through your inventory, you decide that you know what, I do have several of these and I really don't need it right now. I can go ahead and terminate or remove it from the list or from the basket by clicking onto the X. So if you look over your listing, and now we're looking into, this is what I want. I'm gonna go ahead and proceed to check out. And here's where the information, the shipping and billing comes through. We're looking into shipping. It's going to be picked up. It's going to be going to the City of Industry. We're looking into the method of how you're going to pick it up. So in this case, we'll tell it to go to will call. If there's any special procedures that you want to have it into a drop-in or anything like that, the store may have it. So you can either have it select any one of them that you want. You don't have, this one doesn't have an asterisk on it, so you don't have to fill that one out. You can go ahead and click on here from picking up to ship to. And when it says ship to, actually it's going to tell you where it's going to be shipped to. This is you, the owner of the account, is going to tell you the actual physical location that you're in. This is where you're at, but is this where you want it to be shipped to? Well, in this case, this is the actual physical address of it, but you want to you can put down the priority for it or tell it to go to will call. You're looking at the building portion of it. This is your actual physical address of where your building, all your bills come to. If you do have your PO, you can upload it from here, or you can actually put it on here. So it depends upon how you have it set up. Then you can attach your PO, or in this case, just put in the PO number. So you come over to the bottom, proceed to order summary. And it's coming up. Every time we moved over from the shopping cart to the shipping and billing, you'll notice that it became a hyperlink after we switched over. Right now we're in the order summary, and now it tells you have ordered, you're ordering it under this is your account, your email, your phone number, and of course it's shipping to. But remember that this is coming out from the city of industry. So you may want to take a look at that address to see if you're in the right address for it to be going to be shipped over, because if not, according to what we have here, it's going to ship over to Selma. So make sure we have the right address for it if you happen to be shopping out of the City of Industry store. This is all to verify that you are sending it over to the right information. Your billing and payment information is going to be there. We're looking at the parts that is being ordered, and all you have to do now is to place the order. So this is where you're gonna, everything has already been set up. So with that in mind, we have covered the actual parts.cat.com application. It is a little bit, it's new, so it could be new areas for you, and there's things that you may not have known, and hopefully this was helpful for you to see the overall operation of the website. You can go in there and search and explore at your discretion. At this time, we're going to open up to questions and answers.
Before we do that, Juan, would you switch to the PowerPoint, back to the PowerPoint slide?
Yes.
PowerPoint slide.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to remind everybody there are a couple upcoming webinars. There will be the CAT app, which will be next week, as well as CAT Inspect app. After this presentation, within the next day or so, we will be sending out some surveys to everybody to ask how this presentation went, if you have any comments or concerns, as well as opening it up for some questions about what webinars you would like to see in the future. I just ask that everybody reply back to those if possible. Also, there was an issue with a couple people coming in a little bit late due to a problem with a webinar link. If that was you, please reach out to us and let us know, as well as we will be having two more of these meetings, one at 10 and one at 2. And we will also be recording these and putting them up on our website here in the future. So if you did miss out for the first 10 minutes or so, there will be some chances to see it if you need to. Why don't we switch to the next slide, please? If you have any questions or answers that come up after this, this is the email that you can email to the team, and we will reach out and make sure that you're getting to the right people, whether that be your PSSR or being able to answer any questions that you come up with after this.